What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are continuing our new and old game pickups. And I hope you guys have been enjoying these. They've been really fun for me just to kind of nerd out and talk about some of the stuff I've recently added to the collection. And I've been capturing a lot of the footage for these, and it's been awesome. But anyways, we got a lot of stuff today. We finally got some good stuff. Not like those other fucking videos. So to start off, we got a lot of stuff today. Did I pick too many? No. But after this video, we'll probably squeeze out like one or two more, and then we'll basically be caught up with all the stuff I've added over the last, few months or so. But anyways, starting off, a few months ago, maybe it was 2 months ago, over on the main channel, I did a deep cuts video on the first Shin Megami Tensei game. And I love the Shin Megami Tensei series, SMT. I love Persona, but I haven't played all the games in the series, so I kind of went down a little bit of a SMT rabbit hole. Anyways, first up, I picked this up from my local game shop. That is Persona 3 FES, which is probably the best version of Persona 3. I have played Persona 3 before, but I played it on the old PSP, on my old modded PSP. And that played quite a bit different. I think like the combat and the dungeon stuff was the same, but all the overworld stuff was a lot different. Yeah, P3P, Persona 3 Portable. Great game. And a lot of people really consider this one of the best Persona games. It's so funny, like 3, 4, or 5, those are like, they're all fucking so good, dude. And they're all so different, which is what's awesome. I think personally, out of the Persona games that I played, I really liked 4. Not just because of the characters. I know people are like, the waifus in that game and whatever. But like, I liked like the murder mystery aspect of it. But anyways, Persona 3 FES. And then I went over to the Shin Megami Tensei Reddit, the subreddit. I looked at like threads of people talking about their favorite Shin Megami Tensei games to kind of get a feel of what do people consider the best entries in the series. And a lot of people listed this one either as their favorite or near the top, and that's Digital Devil Saga on the old PS2. And these games are actually picked up pretty damn cheap, which is awesome. And I think that has to do with the fact that I think they did another run of these games. So there's like a ton of like brand new sealed copies in the wild, which is awesome. A lot of people consider it to be one of the best entries in the series, and very excited to try it out. And there is a second one too, which I'll probably have to pick up. Anyways, moving on. This is probably, should I do this one already? This is probably the best one of the whole fucking bunch. Actually, no, hold on. Let's do this one first because it all ties in. Speaking of Shin Megami Tensei, on the old Nintendo Switch, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne just got an HD remaster, and it's been re-released for the first time since I think the mid-2000s when Nocturne came out on the PS2. And yeah, they did a remaster, and they kind of did more than just remaster it because they also added a bunch of voice acting. And yeah, definitely the best way to play. And they put out a PS4 copy as well. And I've been playing this. Holy guys, this game is hard as balls. It's so fucking hard. I was like cruising for the first few hours of the game, getting through it, no problem. I see like on Reddit a lot of people saying this game's really hard, and then I hit a wall. I hit a huge difficulty spike and hit a boss called the Matador, and he just kicked my ass multiple times. And I grinded, I came back, kicked my ass again, and I eventually got past him. Had to play with some strategy, The problem is he kept boosting his evasion. I couldn't fucking hit him, so I had to like get skills that lowered evasion. It was this whole thing, but really cool. I like it when you can't play this RPG like it's goddamn Pokemon. That's the biggest problem I have with Pokemon, is you can just fill your entire party with nothing but attack moves and just do nothing but attack the whole time. You don't need to play with strategy to beat those games. They're so easy. They're way too easy. And this one, you can't play it like Pokemon. You gotta play with strategy, which I dig. I like it. Okay. Yeah, this one, I guess we'll just talk about it already. Because, yeah, recently, hold on. I need to get another one. Because we gotta build the story here, okay? So a couple weeks ago, I got together with an impromptu get-together with my old pal, YouTube sensation Bayrudy, and his girlfriend and my girlfriend. We went for lunch, and then we went to one of our local game shops just on a whim. And he bought something, and I bought something, and I bought something that was behind the glass. He probably thought I was trying to show off or some shit, but legit, this is a game that I've been looking for a little while. Haven't pulled the trigger on. eBay prices were all exceeding $200, which is more than I wanted to pay. So I found it at a price that I was willing to pay, and that is Parasite Eve 2. Very, very excited for this one. And of course, I wanted to get this one ever since we played the first game on the channel, so now I got them both. Very, very happy about this one. Very excited to play it. And I popped it in to capture some footage for this video. And I only played about 10 minutes, dude. Only played about 10 minutes, but holy crap. I really needed to like stop myself from just playing the shit out of this game and keep on going, because I want to experience it on the channel for my first time. And in the 10 minutes that I played, I was like, holy shit, this game is incredible. Just like, it looks so good, dude. I'm just walking like through this like FMV sequence. It does one of those things where it's like, it's an FMV sequence, it's pre-rendered, but you can still move through it, and the camera actually moves and pans. It looks absolutely insane. Another game that does it really well is Final Fantasy VIII. But not a whole lot of games have done that. And it was definitely like one of the later PS1 things. Very impressive for the time. And so we'll definitely play through this game on the channel. And very, very excited, because I loved the first one, dude. And I was just like, dear God, how have I never played this before? Because it's a horror RPG, and it's just right up my alley, dude. Squaresoft, top of their game. So good. Very excited. Plus it also plays quite a bit differently from the original. So, excited. And yeah, I very rarely spend that much on a game. Again, it was about 120 bucks plus tax, which is, you know, it's not a shitload of money, but it's a lot of money to spend on an old PS1 game. You know what I mean? It's hard to justify, but the fact that it's going on eBay for over 200 bucks, at least in my shitty poverty Canadian money, so I was happy to get it at that price. And it's in good shape. It's in good condition. Okay. Moving on. So I kind of went down like a little bit of a Metroid rabbit hole. Love Metroid, by the way. And I don't own a copy of Super Metroid, and I've been on the lookout for Super Metroid at a reasonable price. Dude, that loose cart for Super Metroid is like $100. Jesus Christ, what happened, dude? But I did find and track down a copy of Metroid Samus Returns, the remake for the 3DS, and this game is really good. It's still sealed too, dude. I haven't opened it yet. I'm a little reluctant to pop the seal on this bad boy, because I do have a modded 3DS. We could just play it and have the physical copy sealed, but we'll see. We will see, and we'll figure it out. But Metroid. I also have purchased some other Metroid games that haven't arrived yet. And so we'll probably do that in a future new and old games episode. I love the DS and 3DS, man. They're such great consoles. Speaking of DS and 3DS, we picked up Ace Attorney Investigations. This is the Miles Edgeworth game, and I have played basically all the entries in the Ace Attorney series except this one, and this is one of the few that I didn't own, and I've been replaying a bunch of the games in this series, dude. cannot sing the praises for Ace Attorney enough. And it's been great to replay it on the Switch. I got like the HD re-release on the Switch that has the trilogy of the first 3 games. And it's been long enough because I originally played them on the DS like 12 or 13 years ago. It's been a very long time. So I forget a lot of the cases and how they all went down and the answers to all the puzzles and stuff like that. So it's been super fun to replay it. I already completely replayed the first game, the second game, and now I need to replay Trials and Tribulations, but I'm just like, damn, I never picked up this game? This is Miles Edgeworth, dude. They made a second one that's apparently even better, but never came out outside of Japan, which is super, super sad. But this game is actually very hard to find. It's not like crazy rare and expensive, but I think it's legitimately hard to find, and I think the prices are going to get pretty insane for this game because I went onto eBay and there is about 2 listings for this game in English. There's some Japanese copies, but I can only find 2 copies of this on eBay, which is kind of insane. So not a whole lot of these out in the wild, and when I picked this up, I got it for $40, which I'm very, very happy about because now I'm seeing them for like over 100. And I think that's going to continue to increase because the DS game collecting scene has also been getting pretty insane. It's pretty competitive right now. Dude, just go check out the prices on those Pokemon games. It's fucked up. It's insane. So, DS, man, great console. Moving on to some trash. You know what? I take that back. That's being a little harsh. But last episode I was talking about how I'm more or less done collecting for PS3, and I'm shifting away from PS3 collecting because to be honest with you, there's not really any other games I want. My PS3 collection's pretty damn good. There's nothing I'm really missing that I'm just like, oh, I want that. But I did pick up a handful of these games, exclusive PS3 games. Let's just start it off with Heavenly Sword. Really good game, dude. This was like a launch window PS3 game. I bought this for like $8, which already, like, I think it goes for like 25 to 30 now, just because the PS3 scene has gotten very, very competitive recently. But this was made by Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory, dude. PS3 exclusive. Ninja Theory now owned by Microsoft. But most recently, they're most well known for making Hellblade. Senua's Sacrifice. And so this is Heavenly Sword. They love their red-headed protags, dude. This was like one of the major launch titles for the PS3. And I popped it in. And you know what's funny? I looked at some footage on YouTube, and I guess like because this game is like 14 years old at this point, probably maybe older. Maybe like 15? No, 2007. Okay, it's like 14 years old, but I guess like most of the YouTube footage is like old. So I'm just like having a hard time. It's like, man, all this footage looks like ass. So when I captured it, I was like, hey, this game actually looks pretty good. Visuals definitely hold up. Doesn't really run great, but speaking of not running great, next game is Lair. Another PS3 exclusive, and this came out in when? I want to say 2008, possibly 2007. Does it say? 2007. God damn. And this game notoriously got shat on when it came out. Because the IGN review especially, I think it was Greg Miller who reviewed it, but he gave it like a terrible, I think he gave it like a 4 or a 6 or something like that. And the main reason it got such bad reviews when it came out is because you had to play the game with tilt controls and the 6-axis controller. You couldn't play it with just like an analog stick. They eventually patched that in later, so it's actually a lot better now. The reviews that this game got at launch are not really indicative of the final product that it is now, and it's actually not terrible. I popped it in and I played like the first level, you know, after the training mode, and it was actually kind of impressive. The frame rate's kind of ass, but it looked really good, dude, and it was almost like Game of Thrones-ish, and I'm just like flying through King's Landing on the back of a dragon. It's freaking cool, dude. Yeah, it's almost like Panzer Dragoon meets like Star Fox meets Game of Thrones. Like, it's pretty cool. I gotta play it a little bit more, but from what I saw, out of all of the PS3 games that I'm about to mention here, I think this one probably impressed me the most, just because I went in with the lowest of low expectations. That's Lair, and again, another game that can be picked up for less than $10. Okay, last PS3 game. Just checking off all of the PS3 exclusives, and this is a late PS3 exclusive. This is Starhawk with your boy Emmett Graves, dude. This is actually not a bad game, and actually, like, I played this, I popped it in, and I was very, very impressed. I'm just like, wow, this actually holds up very, very well. Really punching above its weight class, dude, on the PS3, like, pushing that system as far as she'll go, dude. And this is like it's like a sandbox shooter with base building and, like, you know, surviving waves, and it's kind of cool, dude. And there's you know, vehicles and stuff like that. It's a sequel to Warhawk, which was another PS3 exclusive, which I don't have, but I think this game's probably a little bit better. Cooler setting for sure. But that's Starhawk. And, you know, after I played it for about 20 minutes, I kind of want to play more, dude. Like, out of all of these games, I want to play them more. Like, PS3's got such a great catalog, and there's so many, like, hidden gems, dare I say it, on that system. Starhawk, again, can be picked up on the cheap. Good time to pick those games up. Last one, okay? And I recently posted on Twitter a photo of me back in 2013 meeting Hideki Kamiya at PAX Prime 2013, dude. PAX West, I think it's called now, but and he was there, and he signed my copy of the wonderful 101. Look at, you can kind of see his signature there. Man, had I known he was gonna be there, I would have brought my copy of Resident Evil 2. So sad, dude. God damn it. And he's definitely one of my favorite game creators of all time, dude. His resume speaks for itself. Freaking Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, Okami, Bayonetta, and that kind of ties into this recent pickup. These are two games that I've never played that I've been wanting to play, and they released like a platinum 10-year anniversary kind of bundle for Bayonetta and Vanquish, both on disc on the PS4. I played through all of Bayonetta, man. Never played it before. And I gotta say, I liked it. I didn't love it. Again, I love Hideki Kamiya. I love his games. But maybe I gotta play the second one, because I hear some people like the second one even more, and there is a third one coming out. That's the main reason I wanted to play through Bayonetta. There were some weird kind of sections in that game that really, really fucking threw me off. But I really want to play Vanquish next, because Vanquish is apparently Vanquish fucks, dude. Apparently the game is awesome. But anyways, that's it for this episode of New and Old Games. I could probably pump out maybe a couple more of these, and then we'll be caught up, and we'll have to spread them out a little bit more. But let me know what you guys thought about it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've been enjoying this series, and we'll be back with more very, very soon. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Peace.